J. Trump, I want you to know today, over 74 million Americans got your back, just like you had our back. You fought for us, now we're going to fight for you. Those Democrats, those lefts, we're going to give you a headache. Those Republicans who don't have any backbones, we're going to give you a headache too. That we are not going to lay down, we're going to fight until the end. This is our country. We are not Venezuela. We're not a socialist country. We're not a third world country. They want to take away your freedom of speech. They want to take away your president. They have awakened a sleeping giant. If they think this is over because of what the Supreme Court did, they're out of their minds. We are just getting started. We just locked and loaded. We are the United States of America. And we're willing to pay the price.
You know, we're in a struggle for freedom here. Everything's at stake. I can't believe that we've come to a time in our country when we have a party willing to set aside freedoms and this republic for power. Can you believe it? So what are you going to do about it? It's time to rise up, Americans. You know the fight is hard. I get it. I understand. But St. Paul said, grow not weary doing good, because in due time you'll reap your harvest. We got to stay the course. We got to fight the fight for freedom, and we have to save this republic for our generation and the generations to come. America is the last best hope of freedom around the world, and it's our job to maintain this republic and hand it off to the next generation better, freer, and more secure than we got it from our parents. So thank you, guys. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the church is the first line of defense in the United States. We're the first ones going to jail. We're the first ones going to court. And here we are with 85 to 90% of the cowardly churches still closed in the United States. And I say there is no excuse for a cowardly pastor not to have his church open in the day and age in which we live. I say open the doors of every single church in this nation. We've got a message to preach. We've got hope to propagate. We've got prayers to pray. And we have a nation to save. We're going to say that religious freedom is the number one right that we have, and if we lose that constitutional right, everything else, like the domino effect, will fall. We have got to stand strong, because our liberties have not been given to us by government. They've been given to us by God, and we need to hold on to them, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we must hold on to them. CNN came to our church because we happen to be a church that never closed down. The news media said, listen, you're going to kill every elderly person within 250 miles of Nashville. That was a long time ago, and we ain't killed one yet, amen. I say open the churches, ladies and gentlemen, and let's preach the gospel of Jesus Christ like never before. We have a message to preach. We have a message to preach. In closing, let me say this. I love our president, pray for our president, support our president, and stand by our president. But I love him most of all because he's given people like you and I a voice of victory to proclaim that Jesus Christ is still the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He's coming again, church, and we got to be ready. We got to work while it's yet day, because the night comes when no man can work and we don't have time to lay down. We got to get out, put our hand to the plow, and not look back whatsoever.
Number one, when people ask me this all the time now in the last couple of days, certainly on a scale of 1 to 10, who's going to be the next president of the United States? And I say 10, Donald J. Trump. 10. 10. again, without hesitation, our courts have a purpose in our country. Our court system has a purpose in our country. The justice system has a purpose in our country. But the courts do not decide who the next president of the United States of America will be. We the people decide. These thousands and thousands of people who came forward in their states, you know, the swing states, but they're coming forward across the entire country with their stories where they witnessed incredible inappropriate behavior, fraudulent behavior, probably in some cases criminal behavior. And they're being threatened. I mean, they're being threatened. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable in this country. All we want, all the President of the United States wants, is he wants to make sure that we have a free, fair, transparent count. The social media companies are censoring the President of the United States of America. I took the time and I watched the hearings in Pennsylvania, the hearings in Arizona, the hearings in Michigan, and the hearings in Georgia. And I'll tell you, the only station that I could find it on that streamed the whole thing was One American News. And I'm not up here touting their game. The media, and I'm talking to the media right now. I'm talking to the international media and I'm talking to the United States media. This is a crucible moment in the history of the United States of America. It is unprecedented, and we are not going to accept this censorship from our media. We're waging a battle. We are going to continue to fight this fight. We're not going to give up. We are not going to give up. And this is a really serious time. So this is a very, very serious time. What we have to do is we have to have patience, and we have to allow our constitutional process to run its course. We have to do that. Okay, the entire world is watching us. It's watching you and I. It's watching our families. It's watching our behavior. So all these people that are around there and the haters that exist, let them have hate in their hearts. And never, ever give up. Never quit. Never quit.